Hoppers, the latest combo between Walt Disney and Pixar. Directed by Daniel Chong, is it the next great thing or is it a flop?
Well, it's neither.
In fact, I think it's probably the worst spot where a film can sit, and it's just incredibly plain. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, I'll mention some good things. I liked the sequence with the shark, and I think that whole chase sequence with this animal was really well done from an animation perspective, a storytelling perspective. There were little details that I noticed that, I think back to, and I thought
that part was really interesting.
And secondly, the movie moves really quickly. There's always something happening on the screen, so even though I did not enjoy my time, it happened very fast. It was a very fast-moving film. And that's pretty much it. So I have three major points I want to bring up of why this film is just awful, and they all feed into one major overarching idea. And first, I want to talk about the animation. The style that Pixar and Disney have moved into with this kind of like blobby, noodly human beings, I absolutely despise it. I genuinely hate it. I think it looks horrible on human beings. On the animals, it looks okay. When it comes to the animals, they really lacked with any kind of character design or creation. Not only is there a lack of biodiversity about a film about animals and about nature, you get like 3 mammals, 2 birds, and a fish, even though there's like armies of animals happening in this film. The style itself is just, it doesn't look good. It looks very corporate. It looks very basic. It almost looks like it could be generated very easily. If you look at other films like Zootopia or Toy Story, and if you were to take a screenshot of the movie, you could tell that it's that film, even if there were no animals in the shot, even if there were no toys in the shot. Can't say the same for this film. This film feels very generic from a visual standpoint, especially with these scientists. They look horrible. There is some vibrancy to the color, but overall, it is very plain when it comes to the style, the actual style of it. The second point, and this is more important to me, is the theme of the story. The whole point of animated films, especially for children, I know I'm a grown man and that I'm not the target audience, but still, great animated films have something to say for adults. Take Zootopia 2 that just came out recently, which, I have no nostalgia for this film. It just came out. It's talking about marriage, it's talking about geopolitics, but it's also a funny movie with, goats and wolves and howling, and the fox and the bunny are in love, but they're also cops. There's plenty for children there too, but it's also saying something for adults. Even with older films like WALL-E and Ratatouille, these films, they still have something to give to adults while giving a great message to children. The message in this film is really horrible, and not to get into some deep dive because this is a review, it's not an analysis. The main problem with this film is that the animals have 2 rules. If you're hungry, eat, and we're all in this together. And the film, the main character literally says it in the film, these are contradictory statements, and the film never addresses that. It never explains, okay, if we're all in this together and you eat when you're hungry, and when you eat other people, who gets to eat, how much, when, what are the boundaries, and who is inside the rules and who's outside of the rules. It never addresses that. It just has this really weak attempt at, just do the right thing, be nice to people. It's such a modern, disgusting, just be a decent human being kind of phrase film. I find it really sad because not only does that mean absolutely nothing, the film contradicts itself in its statement. There are animals that they end up killing. They don't work together, and they don't eat them either. It's a third thing. So when are we allowed to squish animals, kill them, and when are we supposed to work with them, and then when are we allowed to eat each other? This film does not tackle any of these ideas. It just gives you vague niceness. And this brings me to my third and final point, and I'll let you go. But Disney at one point was a cultural hegemon, and they still kind of are. They own everything. Like, they mention Avatar in this movie, which this film is like a dumber version of Avatar somehow. They are kind of monopolizing, but in a way that is not where they're culturally moving the ball. They've become, from the exception to the exceptional, they have become plain and based in a way that is just incredibly boring. Their older films were extremely traditional, and they were reviving old stories, old European myths. And the newer films, while they might not be as good, at least they were controversial. They were trying to poke something with politics. But Hoppers is neither one of these things. It is neither controversial in a political sense, nor is it traditional and giving some kind of value to the audience. It has reached a new low for Disney, where if you hate the movie, people will go, it was fine, it's a perfectly normal film. And loving the film is nearly impossible because there's really nothing to give you. And just to hammer it home, this is a little detail. This film is about animals and about protecting nature, but in the opening scene, our main character, she tries to release a guinea pig into the wild. Guinea pigs cannot survive in the wild. How are you going to write a story about preserving nature if you don't even know that guinea pigs will die in nature? How can you claim to love animals when you make such a bad mistake? I guarantee at least one person that went to watch this movie will release their guinea pig, and that guinea pig is dead. Or eventually someone will. Maybe it won't happen now, but eventually someone will watch this movie, feel bad that they have a guinea pig, and release it out into the world. So I really didn't like this film. I didn't enjoy my time with it. A movie, the more you think about it, the worse it gets. Those are my thoughts. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought about the film. Comment that down below. As always, I'll catch you in the next one. Love you.